Alright, you can start us off.
Hello and welcome to the Tinkle Hoy podcast. I am one of your hosts, Quentin, and I'm joined by my lovely other host.
As always, Juan, Chompy.
So, how have you been of lately?
Well, I've had a rough week.
You've had a rough week?
Yeah, last week was a rough week because I got sick the day before my day off.
Uh-huh.
So I spent all my days off just sick in my room.
Oh yeah, that's not fun.
It was not fun.
I had a...
Just got over it, man.
Yeah, speaking of time off, I had a 2-week vacation.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, did you go with the band?
No. That's scheduled. This was, they were remodeling, so we couldn't even work. So
how's the remodel look?
Really good. Looks really nice. They got all new tables, all new booths.
Did they get rid of that Nazi symbol?
No, that's history.
That's history?
They can't get rid of it.
Oh, they, like, legally?
They'd probably get in a lot of trouble, yeah. It's actual history, because it's a historic building.
Yeah.
Can't change that.
It's a shame that the Nazis ruined that symbol for... Where did it originate from? Japan or
no, Hindu.
Hindu?
Yeah.
It's a shame that that the Nazis ruined that flag for the Hindu people.
Yeah. I was going to say, but you do see that symbol in a lot of other things as well. That technically...
I know.
...has ruined it. But... Well, not has ruined it, but is ruined because of what it was. But, like, Dragon Ball... There's a character in, like, the manga that has it.
Trying to think of... must be early Dragon Ball.
It's a very early Dragon Ball. And then, yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. I think Jujutsu Kaisen? No. There's a newer show that had it, and they had to change it because can't show it on TV.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, I know, I think there's someone with it on their forehead in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, that's one of the things too. It's just because it's like we see it as a really bad sign. Yeah, we see it as a really bad sign, but like it's something that we're slowly getting rid of, but still can't because it's kind of impossible to get rid of.
Well, it's just, it was like a symbol that represents something that the Germany ruined.
Yeah. But, yeah, I had enjoyed my 2-week vacation. I went to Arizona.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Had fun there. It was super fucking hot, but weirdly enough, it didn't bother me. I was walking around in all black clothes with my jacket on. Wasn't even breaking a sweat, right? Here, I get in my car and I start driving somewhere. I start sweating for some reason. But,
Well, speaking of symbols,
yeah.
Did you see that Twitter changed to X?
Yeah, I have. I saw people talking about it, and Twitter on my phone was still Twitter, right? And then out of nowhere, it changed to X, and I was like,
well, I was hearing about it, and I looked at it like, no, it's still the bird. And then today, I looked and like, I opened up and looked at my apps, it's like X, and I'm like, oh, they freaking did it.
So does that make it cooler?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Are they still called tweets now, or what are they called?
Hold on. I'm actually going to kind of look if I because it usually says compose a tweet.
Yeah,
right?
compose a tweet.
Oh, I keep actually kind of.
Do you know any reasoning why they changed the name?
I think because it's cooler.
Because it's cooler? Elon Musk's like, nah, no, not Twitter, X. Damn, that means...
They still call them tweets.
They still call them tweets?
They still call them tweets.
That just means 10 years from now, all those old movies that reference Twitter with the bird
Thank God.
are not going to make any sense anymore.
No one's going to know what the fuck they're talking about or what they're going to assume it's a...
my little niece is going to be watching Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet.
And the birds
they're going to see the birds going around and the tweets, and it's like, what's that? And it's like... Well, you see, X used to be called Twitter, and the logo was a bird.
Yeah, I honestly think it's because it being bought by Elon Musk, kind of having it under He kind of changed it to X to fit in with all of his other things.
It does look kind of very Tesla, yeah.
He has X, and now and T for Tesla. So he's got to get some other alphabets. He'll buy YouTube and change it to Y. Just Y. There's a lot of places that he could buy just for alphabets.
Why did he buy Twitter? Was there like a...
It was a while ago.
Well, no, why did he not? Do you know like the why?
I mean, he uses Twitter a lot. I think it was just a move that he could do. Cause yeah, he did change Twitter a bit. He's they're adding a thing to Twitter where you can only look at so many posts, and then it locks you out for the day.
It's because Elon Musk cares about people's mental health.
Yeah, weirdly enough. I don't remember there was...
But now he's going to have to add a priority listing.
A priority list. Well, yeah, you got Twitter Blue. I don't know if they're going to call it...
Well, no, you get you see so many tweets, but it's going to be like, these are the people's tweets that, like, I want to see if they tweeted anything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, notifications and all that kind of fill that gap. But I wonder if Twitter Blue is going to be renamed X, and then, I don't know, X White, X Blue.
X Blue.
Something like weird. X Squared.
X Squared.
X Squared. I like that one. But, do you want to tell me about this challenge that you've been thinking about with me and Gunner? Or
Gunner's very flaky, so yeah. I think I might just do it you and Hunter.
Yeah.
Which I want to do Gunner because I thought it would be a lot more interesting. So, Trash tasted the thing with figurines, and they had like little challenges, like and little challenges, and then challenges everyone could go for, like you get this point for whoever gets like the cheapest figurine or the most expensive figurine.
Yeah.
You lose a point if you get like a popular series figurine.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do something like that.
Yeah. So
right now I'm talking with Travis, trying to figure out rules and stuff.
Gotcha.
Challenges, like he's like, you gotta go in, and someone else in the manga section has to pick a random manga, and that's a challenge.
God.
For that point, like
gotta find somebody in the manga section, and be like, hey, pick a random manga.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I was gonna get the GoPro. Like I'm trying to get the Like I said, I'm trying to think of ideas for YouTube. Right now, I'm actually trying to I'm rereading Black Clover, trying to catch up because I only read so far into it. But I'm trying to read it more, analyzing it.
Yeah.
Trying to see things that like I didn't notice, or like now that I think about it, like narratively speaking, that was interesting, or I didn't think of that when I first read it.
Yeah. Well, I can see that would be good content.
Well, have you seen my videos? Any of my videos?
I have not. I saw the test thing, but I haven't seen anything.
I'll probably loan this to you to read.
Okay.
Because that's one I did.
Oh.
You can watch my review on it.
Is it a light novel or a manga?
It is a manga. It's Spider-Man Fake Red, and it is a story of just the basics. This regular high school kid, he's a fan of Spider-Man. He finds Spider-Man's abandoned outfit in an alley, and he puts it on, and then he gets mistaken for Spider-Man.
Interesting. That's definitely kind of an.
So he's having to do some Spider-Man things without powers, and it was actually really fun to see how he solves these problems.
Yeah.
It was a good read. I liked it. I hope read it, watch my video, because I hope the mangaka can continue the series, because if it sells well, I hope to continue like the story.
Yeah, of course. But is that what you're planning to do with like the Metal Gear Solid 3?
I want to stream it. Yeah, I want to get a graphics card and stream it. Well, maybe just record myself and then put like the highlights.
Yeah, you could do that. You could also stream it, but that's. I mean, you could do both. You could stream it and then stream
it while recording it and then cut it up and put the highlights on YouTube or something.
Yeah, or put the whole stream up on YouTube. But I was gonna say I mentioned it to a coworker that you were having me travel to go get this for you. and was saying that it would be a very good idea since Delta's coming out next year, by the way.
Well, I saw it and I was like, oh, it's there. It's $15. Like, oh, it's in. And I'm like, I don't have a day off until this day.
Yeah.
And it's like, Quentin would probably get it for me. It's just tomorrow's Sunday. I know it's his usual days off.
Yep.
If I pay him to get it. He said he'd drive all the way to Texas just to deliver his sword.
Yeah. Pretty much. But, fucking... Yeah, it would be very interesting to kind of play that game all the way through.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
And you're right. Damn, I'm
analyst
surprised
video.
when you said it was like in pristine condition, and then you brought it. I was like, you weren't kidding.
Yeah, there's like nothing up with it. I didn't look at the CD itself, but even then, you could.
I mean, it was $15.
Yeah.
And I imagine if I Googled it like to buy, it'd probably be like in the hundreds.
Maybe. It depends. For an original PlayStation 2 copy, maybe.
Yeah.
I want to know if it has any of the special modes on it, like the Monster Hunter side mission, the Ape Escape.
Well,
side
I wouldn't know how to look for that. You'd know.
I think it'd be in the main menu, if anything. But how long do you think it's gonna take you to beat that game?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Depends on when I pick it up and when I start playing.
It'd be interesting to just pick it up today and play a little bit, figure it out. Cause I'm fully prepared to be at home, relaxing, playing a game or something, and you call me and say, "Hey, how do I deal with this thing? Like, what do I do?"
Nah, man, I ain't gonna call him. I'll figure it out myself.
Okay. Cause
And then you watch the highlight reel and you'll be like, damn, he was stuck on this for like 2 hours.
yeah, but it's very in depth for a Metal Gear game, so it's gonna be interesting to see you figure that out. How do you think you would record it?
I've been looking online that I just get a graphics card and plug it into the computer and put it through OBS or something.
You have a graphics card. Like, you should have a graphics card in your computer right now.
I don't know how to use it though.
It's automatically being used. I would have to take a look because you have a graphics card.
Yeah, we'd have to experiment on another day.
But recording from the PlayStation 2 is the weird part to me.
Well, that's what I was looking at. Well, I was looking how to record from the GameCube because I also bought a GameCube recently.
Yeah. Like an Elgato or something.
Yeah.
That you would have to hook up.
Yeah, Elgato, that's what it was called.
Yeah. Hook up the Elgato from that to the...
Because I wasn't sure, I'm like, is there a built-in Elgato in this PC, or is that something I have to buy separately?
I think you could, if it was a pre-built computer that you bought, they could, technically. But if that's if it was made for that and, like, they built it that way.
Yeah, I have to get an Elgato, and that will help me stream the system games that aren't strictly on the computer.
Exactly. But that'd be very interesting. I bet it's gonna probably take you about 30 to 40 hours to beat that
30
game.
to 40 hours?
Yeah. Depending on things.
Is there a difficulty you can pick?
Yeah.
You can pick a difficulty?
Yeah.
What do you recommend I play? Should I just go...
European Extreme.
What?
European Extreme.
European Extreme? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Don't do that. If you get spotted in European Extreme, it's game over.
Oh.
It just ends.
Snake!
Yeah, pretty much. No, I would just go normal. It's gonna ask... Oh my gosh. I want to see, like, the, when it asks you the questions, because it just asks you, like, your knowledge about Metal Gear games, kind of. Just, like, which ones you've played and whatnot. Changes how...
Is there an option for none?
Yeah, there is an option for none. I don't know what it changes, but it would... Yeah. Besides that, any other projects you have in mind?
For the YouTube?
YouTube.
Well,
stream.
I want to increase my spice levels.
Yeah.
I want to be able to handle my spice.
I've been trying to do that as well. It's kind of hard / made up, I want to say.
Yeah, I want to do a One Piece, 1,000 episode one.
Uh-huh.
Because I just got to the 1,000th. I got past the 1,000th episode, but I did the years, and I was like, it took 19 years for me to get to 1,000 episodes.
Yeah.
So I want to put just my journey through One Piece.
Yeah.
So it's gonna start with me. I'm just gonna be something like filming me like on my bed, like with a bowl of cereal. Like, this is little kid Chompy watching 4 kids One Piece and not knowing.
Yeah.
This is little kid Chompy when they changed to the Funimation voice actors on Toonami, but they put it right where the 4 kids left off.
Yeah.
And you were like, why'd they change the voices? They sound so terrible now.
That would be an interesting theme.
And then Chompy didn't watch One Piece for a long time. And then he went to middle school. And he found out what anime was because of Bleach. And he started getting the One Piece manga volumes from the library.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm going to record myself at the library because it's near here. The library I went to where they had them. And just record me in a section of the library like, hey, could you guys order volume 15 of One Piece because you guys don't have it?
Oh.
Because I remember doing that because I was reading the volumes. I'd get to a point where they didn't have it, and they told me, oh, we can order it for you.
Interesting.
So you can check it out.
Yeah. Should see if they have. They probably don't have.
Like, and then this is Chompy going back and rewatching 4 Kids to One Piece again because I did that and being like, they kind of censored this in the manga. This guy was throwing wooden stakes at Luffy, not poison plungers.
Yeah, it really just starts to click. Huh.
It's like, and then Chompy was like, I wonder what's going on in One Piece now. Has Luffy become king of the pirates? Have they found the One Piece? I think they were in the freaking Thriller Bark arc at that point.
Yeah.
Because I remember Googling One Piece and seeing like Luffy fighting Gecko Moria and being like, he's in a blue outfit now. Why?
Jeez.
It's like, what happened to his red? I don't like this. I don't like change.
Yeah, like an autistic kid.
When I was young, man. It's like,
I know.
anime characters gotta wear the same thing.
Back when you were young and naive.
But then, I thought Gecko Moria would have more of an Oogie Boogie voice.
Yeah?
So it was very weird finally getting to that point in the dub.
Giant leopard man.
No, that's, you're thinking of...
I forget his name.
Poochie or...
Something like that,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Gecko Moria.
Gecko Moria is the guy that takes Luffy's shadow.
Oh,
when they meet Brook.
Yeah, okay.
I imagined him with an Oogie Boogie voice, but then I heard him with, like, very raspy.
Yeah.
You're going to kick my ass, ha!
Yeah. Well, he wasn't necessarily, like, a zombie or anything, so... I could see why he didn't have that voice.
Well, I imagined him with a deep, like, Oogie Boogie voice,
yeah. Oh, gotcha. I thought he did. That might be the sub I'm thinking of or something. No, I didn't watch that.
No, he has an even more raspy voice.
Yeah.
Like, I think I prefer his dub voice compared to the sub one when it comes to that.
So, okay, besides the One Piece project and the manga project and the Metal Gear project, what other projects do you think you have in mind?
I was trying to learn to edit, but, that takes so much time. That's like, I'm probably just going to pay an editor.
Editing, it's a skill. You could definitely...
Yeah, well, I want to pay an editor while I'm learning it myself, and if it does ever go anywhere, I'd probably have more time to edit my videos. Because right now, I have a 9 to 5 type job.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to work out.
Yeah.
I have a lot of horses I'm trying to eat, Quentin.
Yeah. That's the thing I was going to say. Like, don't have to...
I got the workout horse. I got a drawing horse. I got this YouTube horse.
Okay.
The social horse.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you see they're making another Saw?
No, I kind of did.
Yeah.
I saw something where it's like...
It's Saw X.
A Saw... There's a Saw about Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
Elon Musk bought Saw, and he's making Saw X.
I guess so.
But I saw a meme that there was a Saw movie coming out at the same time that Paw Patrol was coming out with a movie.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Why do we love adding those things? I mean, we did it with Doom and Animal Crossing, and now it's happening with Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And now we want to do it with Saw and Paw Patrol.
I'm not... I think it comes from the Minions movie meme, where everyone dressed up in suits to go see the Minions movie.
Yeah, that's not the first time people have dressed up.
No.
Mom
it's
told
not.
me when she was young that she went to a Star Trek movie and everyone was dressed up.
Well, yeah. People did that for Spider-Man. People did that for Star Wars. All that, yeah. It's just a matter of it'd be funny or, dress up for the part.
But yeah, it looks like it's going to be another prequel.
Mm.
Which kind of sad because I want to see Spiral's story continue.
Yeah, I don't think Spiral's going to go anywhere because I think it technically flopped.
Did it flop?
I think not a lot of people liked it.
Oh, I liked
weirdly
it.
enough. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I
Showed
liked
that
it.
Chris Rock can act, man.
Yeah.
I think, we don't see him very many times, in a different kind of role compared to just comedy.
Yeah, exactly. But another prequel. I kind of thought his story was all fleshed out as far as we knew.
I mean, at this point, it looks like it's just going to be it's like Friday the 13th, it's just another group of people did something that wronged John Kramer and he's putting him in traps and we're just going to watch it go down.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to add anything new to the story.
Definitely not.
Where we learned new things each Saw movie that, added to, oh, now this makes more sense.
Yeah.
Or it's like, hey, you see this room? Now we're going to widen the shot and look at that guy was in the room, too.
Yeah.
But no, it's, I guess John Kramer tried to do a surgery to get the tumor removed.
Uh-huh.
And I guess he went to a fake place and they did not remove the tumor.
Uh-huh.
So now he's going after the doctors involved.
So there's probably going to be a lot of self-mutilation and surgery-esque
Yeah.
things, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it looked like one dude was going to have to saw and, drill into his head.
Yeah. That makes sense, especially with the story so far. That's sad.
It looks like it's taking place between Saw 1 and 2 is what people are saying.
Oh.
Which I don't know how I feel about it. It's it might be an enjoyable film, but at the same time, now that I'm trying to analyze things more,
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm not sure how I, might watch it, after, if it's on TV and be like, oh, yeah, that was all right.
Mm.
But I think I'm going to go out of my way to go watch it.
Well, yeah. So you're getting to my level of, movies come out and I go, I'm not interested. It's not going to provide anything for me.
Well, now that I'm thinking of, there's nowhere we can go and add, because Saw, it felt like a series, each movie was building off itself and we got more and more information.
Yeah.
But now it's just it's Friday the 13th now. We're just getting a new group of people. Did something wrong. They're in a game. We probably know they're all going to die.
Well, that's also, why I stopped watching Marvel movies after Endgame. It's just
Well, I'm behind on Marvel. I heard Secret Invasion wasn't all that good, but some people said it was.
I didn't even know that movie came out.
It wasn't a movie. It was a TV series.
Oh, yeah. TV series.
It was Nick Fury's the star of it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. TV shows, fucking the Twisted Metal TV show came out its first episode not too long ago.
I heard some good things. I saw a bunch of people say oh, I love the games. This was actually a really good it was different than the games, but I enjoyed what they did with it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about it. There's a part that kind of irked me because now I think it's an isekai.
You think it's an isekai?
I think it's an isekai.
Twisted Metal is an isekai.
Yeah. Because there's a part where the main character gets into the driver's seat of a broken down car and he puts in the cheat code to repair the car and it works. So now, I saw that one clip and I was like, wait, it's an isekai? He goes R2, L2, up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. Puts in the Konami code. Puts in A code, right?
BA? Wasn't Twisted Metal strictly PS2?
Okay, X square. He puts in a code and it works. So I know it's an isekai and whoever he is gets put in the body of John Doe. And that's the show. And I don't know. It weirds me out because originally I thought it was just a alternate universe Earth where it's shit went down the drain and this is how it is now. But no.
Could be its own world.
It kind of is, but kind of isn't.
I mean,
don't know.
it's probably a nod just to the games, which, is very risque, because it's kind of like,
weird nod.
it's like, yo, how far are we going with this?
Like, game world thing.
It's the Lego movie. The ending, the last episode's gonna be kids or an adult playing Twisted Metal.
Yeah. I don't know. It's also a little too comedic for my taste.
Well, I never played Twisted Metal. It was a racing game?
Racing fighting game, battle game kind of
Racing
thing.
fighting?
Like, you drive around and destroy the other car, and that's like the goal. Like, yeah, boss battles.
So like Mario Kart or
No.
no?
Like, imagine like a battle royale of racing games. Like, I think
Okay.
it did have racing, but there would also be boss battles where you would just have to go like one-on-one with Sweet Tooth, stuff like that. I feel like if I asked my brother, he'd be able to tell us more, because he's pretty knowledgeable about Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable. I mean, I know the character. I know the face of the character because iconic, but it's like I don't know what the game's about.
It has a lot more characters than what I've seen.
He drives like an ice cream truck, doesn't he? Like
That's
an
Sweet
on
Tooth,
fire
yeah.
ice cream truck.
Yeah, it's Sweet Tooth. Which is weird because...
But he's like the face of Twisted Metal, though. Sweet Tooth is, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's like a demon monster person.
Oh, so he's not human.
He's not human.
Oh, well, man, I guess that cheat code makes sense, man. They're not even in a real world, man.
They are.
They're in a fantasy
he
setting.
started off real, and then he gets like condemned to hell, and then gets out.
Oh, so
like
it is an isekai.
Well, yeah, but that's Sweet Tooth. That's Sweet Tooth. Like,
Oh,
it
so
takes off.
I thought you were talking about the main character.
No. Like, Sweet Tooth has never been the main character because you could always like select your character.
Well, so he's like Scorpion. He's just like
yeah, it was very
the fan favorite. That's kind of like the poster child.
Yeah, it was very Mortal Kombat-esque, where like if you played arcade mode or whatever classic, and then you picked a character, you beat everyone, got to the end, you would get a wish, right? Sweet Tooth's wish is that he dies. He wants to be dead, but like in one of the endings, they like, oh, yep, you're dead, and he gets put into a coffin and gets resurrected inside the coffin because they lied to him, so he's just forever in this coffin. Just stuff like that. It's very... It came out around the same time as Mortal Kombat, so you can think of things that Mortal Kombat had back then, it also has. Just was not a fighting game. Yeah. But then Sweet Tooth was in a fighting game. I'm pretty sure he was in Soul Calibur. Like one of the Soul Caliburs.
Maybe? I know he was in All Stars.
Well, yeah, he was in All Stars. That might be what I'm thinking of. But yeah, it was weird that it's been so long since.
What's the lore of Soul Calibur?
The lore of Soul Calibur? There's a sword.
Because I know each one. I mean, I think one has Link.
Yeah.
One has Darth Vader.
And Yoda.
One has Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. There's also one with Noctis now.
I think one has Master Chief.
Yeah. Arbiter. I think Master Chief and Arbiter. They always... It's never just like one character. It's always like two for the most part.
Yeah.
One has Spawn in it.
Dang.
But it's pretty much the MacGuffin of the Nightmare Sword, and the Nightmare Sword gives you power, I think.
But why are all these non-party characters? Because I know they're strictly like Soul Calibur original characters, but they always bring in like a third party, like it's Smash Bros.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what the story... Some of those Soul Caliburs didn't even have a story, weirdly enough. But, I don't know. I don't know if, like, if Nightmare fuses with, like, another sword, it can grant you a wish, or if it's just ultimate power, or, people are trying to keep it away. Stuff like that. You could honestly just say, people want power, people don't want power, and that's where the fighting comes from, is that these people are trying to stop these people from getting the sword. Because I know Nightmare is, like, neutral party. Like, he just has the sword and just fights off people. He's, the Shao Kahn of
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur. Shao Kahn's the big evil dude, right, in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
The Lord.
Yeah, but then you find out that the dragon dude's more powerful than him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He hasn't appeared again in the new games, but he was in the old ones.
Yeah. Well, I think he's in the new remastered one.
The newest one?
Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah.
I haven't seen too much on that one.
I haven't either. But yeah. Any games you've been playing recently?
Well, with the GameCube, I've been playing the second Legend of Zelda game.
The second Legend of Zelda game?
The only wall scroll Legend of Zelda game.
Wall scroll.
Like the two, like the Mario, like
yeah. Okay.
the only platformer Legend of Zelda game.
Weird. What's it even called?
It's just called it. It's actually just called like Link's Adventure.
Oh yeah.
But it was the second Legend of Zelda game to come out.
Are you enjoying it? Is it good?
It's all right.
You gave me kind of a disgusted look on your face when you were thinking about that.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't have your intact analysis on video games, Quentin.
Are the controls good? Is it like tedious? Do you do like the same thing over and over again? Is it like super hard? Is it too easy?
I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just kind of bullshitty.
Bullshitty.
Because, it's like, oh, there's a platform of lava and there's these, like, horse heads coming.
And you have to.
And you're trying to time it and you're jumping, the horse head will decide to go up and straight to the lava.
Gotcha.
And then, it's an arcade game. It's one that, like, if you were really good, you could knock it out, like, in an hour or two. Because every time you die, like, game over, you start back up in Zelda's castle and have to make your way back to the temple you were currently at. But they always give you an item that makes it, like, not as tedious to get there. It was like, oh, you had to go through this huge rocky area. But now you have the boots, so now you can just walk on the river and get there faster.
And this is a 2D game?
Yeah.
I don't know how I've never seen this before. It sounds very weird and interesting.
Well, yeah, because I bought the GameCube and it came with my old... The one that I used to have, well, I still have it, but it's scratched up and only Ocarina of Time works. So I have a working copy again.
Oh, nice.
And it has the first Legend of Zelda, the second one, and then Ocarina and Majora's Mask.
Oh, wow.
And then a 20-minute demo of Wind Waker.
You played Wind Waker on the GameCube for 20 minutes?
When I was younger.
Oh, when you were younger. Oh,
I have Wind Waker on the Wii U. I got to pick that one back up eventually.
Yeah, that one... I remember, I don't know where I was playing that. I think I was playing that at my mom's house or something, or somewhere. It might have been when we were rooming together that I played, like, Wind Waker. But I was playing Wind Waker. I was not having a good time with that game because...
Yeah, see, we have different opinions. I might enjoy a bad game more than you and not realize it's bad.
Yeah.
Point in thing, I like the Sonic games. So any opinion I have on video games is probably wrong.
I mean, I don't hate the Sonic games, but it is kind of weird that the Sonic games are like all about being fast and completing levels fast, and the games itself make it hard to do that. But you enjoy the Sonic games?
Yeah, I enjoy Sonic Heroes, Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
Oh, yeah, okay, some of the older ones. I mean, there's probably a lot
Sonic
of people
Adventure
that agree
1.
with you.
Even though Big's fishing things was so dumb.
Yeah, I know about those. Purely not because I played them, but I've seen other people play them.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the Sonic dubs and stuff?
Of like the 4Kids?
No, not like the 4Kids.
Because I was watching on TikTok and they had that, and it's fucking Rouge and like he's on to me, like it's Rouge, Shadow, and the main kid, Chris. It's like, he's on to me. It's time to turn on... I need to turn on the charm. And then she freaking just triggers Shadow's PTSD.
Yeah, there you go.
And I just saw the comments like, damn, that was like... She's like, I gotta turn on the charm. Bring up Shadow's traumatic disorder. I'm like, yeah, it kind of made no sense. Like, hey, wasn't that where your friend Maria was, Shadow? It's like, Maria!
Yeah. I think we're thinking of the same thing, so you probably have seen them. Those are good if you...
Well, I know 4Kids skirts around, like, just like they did in One Piece, like the deaths.
Oh, not 4Kids. Are you you're talking about the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even talking about the show.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about these guys on YouTube that play, like, the games, but they do their own voices.
Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's an interesting way to kind of go through the games and their story. But any other games you've been playing recently?
No.
No. I've been playing Elden Ring. I picked Elden Ring back up. I'm actually having fun with it this time.
Nice.
Weirdly enough, because I'm doing more exploration and kind of just being like, okay, I'm going to explore. Like, I'm not going to be like, I need to find a boss to kill right now.
Oh, is that what you did before? You just went looking for bosses?
I was confused. I was like, where am I supposed to go? Like, I need to be going somewhere. Why am I not going
I think
somewhere?
you could go anywhere.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. But, like, it was too confusing. I would... Excuse you. I would go from, like, to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west, and, like, kind of, like, meander. But now I'm kind of enjoying the meandering, and when I actually find a boss, I'm like, oh, hey, a boss. And then I kill it in one go, and I'm like, all right, time to keep exploring.
I actually heard that people would play Breath of the Wild modded, and like you couldn't have like anything on the map. It was like just full exploration. Simply, I had a lot more fun playing it that way.
Oh, for Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even need that to enjoy the exploration of Breath of the Wild.
But no, more like you couldn't like mark something on a map and then just start making your way there.
Oh.
Like, you know, it's like, okay, like, here's the 3 main points you gotta go, Link. And you could put it on your map and slowly start making your way there.
Yeah.
You're just completely blind. It's like, I'm just gonna start going, and if I find something, I find something.
I mean, that's just play style.
Yeah.
I guess. Because, like, I imagine if I picked up Tears of the Kingdom right now, I would play it in that way where it's like, I'm just gonna ride around on Epona and fucking dick around, even though Epona's not in there. But you get what I mean. Yeah. But
I was actually watching, because I was hearing on a podcast, they were talking about Pokemon, playing Pokemon games. They said that there's some people that do like an Ash playthrough on the Pokemon games.
Oh, no.
You gotta do everything Ash did.
Oh, no.
It's like, I guess you gotta like let go of your Butterfree. You have to purposely lose this tournament.
Oh, God. Like with new Zelda game, or not Zelda.
I don't know if it was new Pokemon games. I think it was the older ones.
That's kind of just setting a challenge for yourself.
Then they talked about one that made no sense in like Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Brock was like 35.
Well, yeah, he goes after Officer Jenny and stuff, so I'd assume they're similar in age.
But this 35-year-old just decides,
I'm gonna hang out with these kids.
To freaking travel around with a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah, but he's the cook. He's the responsible one.
He just drops all of his duties.
Yeah. In the Pokemon... Sorry, his duties in the Pokemon world.
Yeah.
What duties is that?
He was a gym leader.
Yeah, he got beat.
He had a family to take care of. I think most gym leaders keep going.
He had a family to take care of. He's single. He's lonely.
But he took care of his siblings.
All right, what's Jesse and James's excuse then?
That is a good question.
Yeah, what duties are they not fulfilling?
They're doing their job.
Yeah, exactly. Then Brock doesn't... His job is to be a gym leader. He fucking said, all right, I got beat. I gave out my badges. I'm going to just appoint a number 2 to be the new gym leader.
Or does he just give Ash the badge? I forget.
But he definitely gets beat. There's no way he goes, oh, you've made it. Here's your complimentary badge.
I think I'd have to rewatch the original Pokemon.
Yeah.
But no, who knows why Team Rocket just... Wait, how? I guess that depends. Are Jesse and James younger or older than Brock?
Younger? Probably. I like to think that Jesse's 20-ish, and James is 20-ish. They gotta be in, like, their mid-20s at least.
Let's see.
Especially with their childhoods. They might even be in their teens.
They're in their 20s in the original anime.
Nice. Alright, sweet.
Okay. I guess, yeah, like, let's go pick on this 10-year-old and try to steal his pet.
Yeah. I mean, for good fucking reason, though.
Yeah?
Right. We come to find out. But I guess when you're first starting and Team Rocket shows up, you're like, who are these assholes? Why are they dicks?
And they just keep going and going.
Yeah. They're very
Just
consistent.
imagine running into the same person every day trying to pull the same shit.
Yeah. It's a little Dora the Explorer moment. You try to do something, you fucking always see.
Well,
this
Dora's
one
always
dude.
going to a new place, man. Well, I guess Swiper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like that's the scenario. Like, imagine, I don't know, you're trying to buy groceries, and every time you go to buy groceries, there's just some dude who walks up to you with like a knife. It's like, give me your eggs, and you're like, no.
Do I live in LA in this scenario?
Yeah, you live in LA in this scenario.
Or
It's like,
Detroit?
yeah, he's like, give me your eggs, and you just go, no, fucker, no. And then he goes, aw, man, and walks away.
Now,
Well,
what's the scenario if they're like Team Rocket?
if they're like Team Rocket, it's like you get the eggs and you walk up to the register, like the self-checkout, and
They're in disguise.
yeah, I was gonna say they're like dressed up as an employee with a mustache, but you can tell it's the
them.
same guy. And he's like, oh, there's something wrong with your eggs. Let me look at them. And you're like, no, you're obviously in a disguise. And then he
Did Ash know? If I
no,
didn't
he
know?
gets tricked a couple times. But then they take off the disguise, and it's like, time to fight. And that's when he pulls the knife out. And then you fight him, I guess.
I swear, like in the 4th season, I swear there's like an episode dedicated to me. I've been like, we always say the same catchphrase. We gotta come up with a new one.
I mean, they always do like a newish rhyme.
No, it's always the old. It was always like their old one, like prepare for trouble, make it double.
No, well, it's always just like a rhyme kind of thing, but it does usually start.
And then you
with
find out that they had their Team Rocket motto is backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when they meet their rivals,
Oh, they say it properly.
Butch.
Yeah.
Because they're saying like to protect the world from devastation, like there's like two, like they say like to put the world in devastation.
That makes more sense. There's definitely something, like, as an older person watching that show, you could probably appreciate more.
What do you think of the theory that freaking their boss is Ash's dad?
That's a weird one.
It's a weird one.
That's a weird one.
Has he ever appeared in Pokemon?
No, I don't believe
Even though it ended, even though Ash won the tournament of tournaments.
And now we have this new person. I don't know.
Oh, there's a new person now?
Yeah, they immediately rebooted it, essentially.
Well, I figured they would.
Yeah.
Who is it now? What's he look like? Is it a she? Is it a girl?
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
It's a younger girl, and I don't remember her Pokemon. Her new Pokemon's definitely like a newer one. I totally forget what it is. I think it's that green cat, the leaf cat.
I know I have not kept up with Pokemon at all.
But I think she has a locket, and that's like her old thing.
I just know watching it one time, and I'm like, holy crap, they look more. What do the Pokemon look more human?
Yeah, there's
Like I was watching like an
weird-
episode that was just on Cartoon Network. I'm like, they look more human now. What the hell's going on?
I'm honestly surprised they didn't go the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX route and just like
A Pokemon school.
well, that and also like because they have motorcycle legendaries, right? They could have just been like, oh yeah, now we're in the city and it's all about like the streets, and our main character has one of these legendaries and like or someone else has the legendary, and their whole goal is to beat that person, like a masked rider, like a Durarara situation.
Well, I was thinking more like so Pokemon but air gear.
Yeah, Pokemon Air Gear and like more gritty. I assumed. I imagine they would just like do odd jobs or have a job like as a clerk at a grocery store or something. But no.
I think Digimon's more likely to go that route than
Yeah.
Pokemon. Digimon experiments more with their premises.
Yeah, Digimon. I am thinking of Digimon. Digimon though, it's like our world and a whole separate world, and then at some point it kind of just blended, right?
Yeah, well, I swear there's one where they're like secret agents.
Yeah.
It's when he calls the Agumon calls the main character boss.
Yeah. I mean, okay, but Digimon's kind of good. Like,
I
Digimon has
I
some
like
good
Digimon.
parts to it. That's one I've been kind of wanting to watch. Is like I kind of want to watch Digimon,
The reboot? I think they rebooted the whole thing.
I would watch all of it. I would watch the originals and like the sequel movies series.
The movies that has the Shrek, some Shrek.
Oh yeah. Probably. I would honestly just watch all of them and just be like, okay, I can confidently say I've watched all of Digimon. But okay, let's back it up a little bit to the whole challenges of playing like Breath of the Wild with no markers or anything. Can you think of another game and like your own little challenge that you would do to it to give it a little bit of a spin?
I guess maybe you could grab a fantasy RPG and play it like Megumin.
Just like glass cannon.
Just like anything with anything that does explosions is all you could use, and you can only use one each.
Yeah, that reminds me of a guy that I watched.
If it would work out, if like enemies stay like at the same level, if you like leave a place and then go back, and it's like, oh yeah, they're still at this.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd have to be tweaked a bit. It couldn't be exactly because Megumin uses it, and then it's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, honestly, there's a couple games you can do. I know a dude who does that for the Souls games. He does only bombs, and it kind of works out.
Or doing overpowered isekai route, like go grab a JRPG or grab any game with a level system that you can
tweak.
You can level up like to max before you do the rest of the game, like Kingdom Hearts. People do that with Kingdom Hearts.
There's a famous situation where someone did that with Final Fantasy VII, where they hit max level in like the first zone, and it took years to do.
Play this, yeah. Like, okay, I'm at max level, now let's play the game, and let's just see if I can just mop the floor with everyone.
Oh yeah.
If I can just be that overpowered isekai character, like, oh, this is no problem. Their attacks aren't even lowering my health bar.
I feel like I would want to play like Dragon's Dogma and do like, or Fallout even. Ooh, I would do a Fallout one. But it's like you get one gun. And that's
you get one gun?
That's the one gun you have to use throughout the entire game. And it would just be like a 9mm or a 10mm gun or something. Either that or like Dragon's Dogma and just do like a lone wolf kind of playthrough. Or a JRPG and do a lone wolf one where it's like it has a party system but you just don't pick up any of the other people. Because like Final Fantasy VII you could leave Tifa and Red and Barret and just be by yourself and play the entire game.
Really? You could be Kirito is what you're telling me?
You could.
Or did you tell me Sword Art Online ripped off Final Fantasy VII?
I mean, you can just have them off to the side, yeah.
Because Kirito, is like, oh, I'm going to be this loner. I'm a beater.
Yeah. Oh, God, fucking I hate that so much. Still.
The fucking name they came up with, like, I gotta rewatch that scene and see why they say that.
Because he played the beta.
Oh, yeah. Like, he's a beater.
That's insane to me. I'm a beater in Valorant, I guess, because I.
Do they ever run into anyone else that played the beta?
No, I don't think it was. No, they definitely do.
Because they talk about people that played the beta went on ahead of us because they knew
what to do.
Yeah,
but I feel like most of them died. Like. For the like after the first year, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds so stupid narratively, because it's like, yo, if there were other beaters, there's other people on par with Kirito. We don't have to have him being like the
okay, but Kirito
the Chad of the anime that like, oh yeah,
but he's just like a no lifer kind of thing. Like he like played it a lot, so he knows stuff just off the top of his head, like. Loot drops and skills.
Well, I guess that one guy was a beater, but he dies in when they fight the boss.
Yeah.
That apparently they were stuck on for months.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like a big part of Kirito's thing is his skill. He's very skilled. When it's because like, what do they say? Like in real life, you just like click the button or whatever, you do the button and it does the thing. But Kirito can do it in real life kind of thing, which makes it
well, no, he couldn't do it in real life because in the second fucking season,
when
he wants to kendo with his cousin,
he sucks at it. Yeah,
he sucks at it. It's like, oh, it's not like the game. I can't be as I can't just.
Yeah, it
and
just
I'm like,
feels natural.
no shit, Kirito.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot to it that's just like insane. Any animes you've been watching?
One Piece. Just been plowing through One
Grinding
Piece.
it
I'm just
out?
like 50 episodes away from catching up.
Damn. That's 50 episodes. It's like 20 minutes a piece, so you're looking at like
Well, minus like the 4-minute openings and the 3-minute.
Yeah. It's 5,000 minutes? Just about then?
Yeah.
If I'm kind of like sizing
Travis said I
down.
might catch up to the climax of the fight that's happening,
Oh, there you go. That's always nice.
which I kind of don't want to at the same time.
Yeah.
Because then I'm gonna have to be watching it weekly as the fights is happening. I'd rather
Mhm.
maybe wait till the fight ends and
So-
get back to like when things are calm again,
Yeah.
and then watch it weekly and like, okay, yeah,
There you go.
they're at an arc. All right, now I'm gonna stop watching and wait for it to build up.
I'll just go start watching again in a year. Okay. That's a good choice. One Piece is always a good choice. I have an interesting question though I just thought of.
What?
Okay, you have to see one of these movies. Which one do you go see? Barbie or Oppenheimer?
I kind of want to go see Oppenheimer.
You kind of want to go see Oppenheimer?
I think that one would be more interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I've heard mixed reviews. You know, I watch my usual reviewers that like I love hearing their takes on movies,
Uh-huh.
and they're usually always kind of like mutual on what movies they like and what
Uh-huh.
movies they hate. This one,
Was decisive.
they're divided.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone's like, "Oh, this movie was, I didn't like it, man. It was just weird, and like I'm probably just gonna forget this movie."
Uh-huh.
And then ones were like, "I was laughing so hard in the theater, man." Like,
Laughing
yeah.
at Oppenheimer.
Oh, I was talking about Barbie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Oppenheimer. Like, why?
No, I was talking about Barbie.
I think I
Well,
would.
people
pick
laugh
Barbie.
at messed up things because I was listening to the Dead Meat podcast, and I think you and Quentin Tarantino are just kindred souls.
Yeah. Why?
Because they had a guest on, and they said they went to go watch a movie, and lots of a horror movie, and they said that like I hear this guy laughing behind me whenever something super messed up happens. And then the movie ends, and I turn around, and it's freaking Quentin Tarantino. And then it says, and then, the director comes in and says, like, thanks everyone for watching it, and then asks if there's any questions. And he raises his hand and is like, where were the zoom cuts, man? Like, where were the zoom ins?
That's funny.
And I hear this, and I'm like, they're kindred souls, because Quentin laughs at messed up stuff.
Yeah, and it's funny because on my vacation in Arizona, I watched a bunch of Quentin Tarantino movies, rewatched a bunch of Quentin Tarantino movies, and oh my god, I forgot. Well, I didn't forget. Some of those I really remembered loving so much, and I still love them to this day. Like I watched Pulp Fiction. I rewatched Pulp Fiction. Really good.
Oh, he's good at writing.
Yeah.
He's good
very
at writing,
writing.
even like tense situations.
Yeah.
Like, the whole, like, Inglourious Bastards, that entire scene when they're in the bar, there's just this moment of, like, are they going to get out of this situation, or are things going to go bad because it's getting worse as we continue?
Yeah, exactly. It goes with the whole, I believe it was Hancock that said, like, the bomb under the table thing. Where there's a bomb under, people are talking and there's a bomb underneath the table, and you as the audience see the bomb, but the characters don't, and that gives you tension. But it's more interesting to do it where one character knows the bomb's there and the other character doesn't, and the audience knows the bomb's there, so it's got this whole dynamic to it. And then there's the uninteresting way to do it, which is you're watching two characters talk at a table, and then suddenly a bomb goes off, and you're just like, what the fuck? Kind of thing. But, yeah, he's very skilled with his writing.
Yeah. Wonder what he's working on now.
Okay, we kind of got lost a little. I wonder what he's working on right now. But let's go back to what we were talking about. You would rather go see Oppenheimer than Barbie?
Yeah.
I'd rather go see Barbie than Oppenheimer.
So, what are your reasonings?
I know how Oppenheimer ends. But I feel like that's more of a
I am
sad,
become death.
Yeah, destroyer of worlds. I think that's more of a sad movie to watch.
So you just want something upbeat.
No, not necessarily. But I don't know, the Einstein cameo weirds me out.
Oh.
Like, I don't know why they
I guess
it that way.
When I open the Barbie movie, it's she comes to the real world type thing. And I guess I don't know if this is true. I just heard things that Ken learns about the male patriarchy and he takes it back to Barbie world.
Yeah.
And then she's gotta fix things.
I believe I'm Ken worthy. Everyone is Ken worthy. I want to see it purely because of Ryan Gosling, because every role he does, he absolutely kills it. And from what I've seen from this one, it's like kind of a musical too. It just seems like a fun, good movie that Ryan Gosling does a good job in, and I want to watch it purely for him, because every movie I've seen with him in it, he does a great job, and I love him as an actor, which is a weird thing for me to say, but like after Blade Runner 2049, yeah.
Oh, I think they're making a sequel.
Yeah, to Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
Is it gonna have Agent K in it?
Who's Agent K?
The main character of Blade Runner 2049.
Probably, I imagine it would.
That would be interesting.
I feel like it would have to because it's his story continuing, right?
You kind of forget the whole point of Blade Runner 2049. Spoilers?
Yes, I mean it's been out a while.
Okay, well, like to me, the whole point of Blade Runner 2049 is that he kind of figures out he's not the main character, because he has these dreams, right, of like when he was a child, and it's like this wooden horse and all that, and then he comes to find out that they're not his dreams and that he's a replicant.
I mean, I was able to kind of piece it together when he first visits the lady.
But there's the whole thing where Deckard from the first movie falls in love with a replicant, and they have a child, and he thinks he's that child. He thinks he's part replicant, part human. But no, he comes to find out that this other person is that child, and he is just a replicant. And like,
well, when he goes to visit her, she says that every creator puts a little bit of themselves into their creations.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's her.
Yeah. But she didn't create him. I don't think I don't remember if she created him. I don't think she did.
I'd say the more hard part, because I see so many memes about it, is when his AI thing, it's like that she didn't really care, like it wasn't real love towards him.
Yeah, his joy.
And she sees her giant hologram.
You look lonely.
I've seen so many memes of that.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I want to rewatch Blade Runner 2049 now.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie. If they do make a sequel, I would love it if they did. I want them to kind of get rid of the whole Deckard storyline, because that is what's his name?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. It is a big part of Harrison Ford and all that, because he is Deckard. But I think we're done with it, and we just can continue it with like a cyberpunk Edge Runners kind of feel, where it's just something else. It could be about like Agent K hunting down replicants. It could be about a new guy hunting down replicants. We could get the reverse of it, where we follow a group of replicants running away from Blade Runners. But I kind of want something new, but at the
I get
same
what you
time,
mean.
Yeah, in that world, because it's very interesting world.
Something new, not rehashy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want a whole Force Awakens situation.
Yeah, I can see what you mean, man.
Yeah. All right, anything else?
Have you heard of any of the stuff of Pauline?
Pauline?
Yeah. On Disney Plus?
No.
Yeah, just look it up right now and...
Pauline. So, okay, hold on. Give me a little bit of context. Is this a movie?
It is a TV series.
Pauline. Should I read this out?
I can just read it to yourself and then we'll talk about.
Da, 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 da. Oh, I feel like my dad would like this. Well, because it comes from the creators of a different movie / TV. I don't even know what it was, but he watched it and he actually really enjoyed it. Called How to Sell Drugs Online Fast. Huh. Okay, wait. I have no idea what it's about. It told me like one little line and that was it.
Okay, well I guess I'll just.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
guess it's about a Pauline who's an 18-year-old girl who has an unplanned pregnancy.
Yeah.
And the father of the pregnancy is the devil who she falls in love with.
Yeah. That's literally what it said. It says.
And this is apparently on Disney Plus.
Weirdly enough, it tries to justify it being on Disney Plus, by the way.
How does it try to justify it?
While the imagery is shocking, these themes actually match a lot of what comes with more traditional Disney fare. A protagonist who falls in love with a mythical being / monster. That sounds a lot like The Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast. It tries to justify it in that way.
I guess kind of, but like...
Saying like, it's kind of...
The Jew falls in love with the Nazi.
That's very Disney-like, yeah.
Yeah, so Disney-like.
But... Are you interested in?
I'm not really interested. I just find it weird. I just find it weird that Disney Plus is doing a show like that.
It is a streaming.
I mean, if it was
platform.
any other network, you'd be like, oh, just.
Yeah, but it's not like Disney Plus isn't necessarily for kids. It's just whatever they have under their belt. It'd be like if Disney, I keep wanting to say Disney Plus. If Disney went to like.
I see where you're coming from, but most people.
Sam Raimi. Like
think that Disney Plus is strictly Disney, should be strictly Disney stuff.
But what is Disney
I mean, they
stuff?
have the child lock, which locks away a lot. Like you can't watch Phineas and Ferb on the child lock.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because the foster kids, Jordan and Lonnie, they can get on Disney Plus on their tablets. But they just keep pressing buttons and they'd get into the settings. And they would change people's names to like a bunch of letters like NJ, DDD, question mark, da da da.
Yeah.
And they'd change our profile pictures on accident too. But they'd also change the languages too, so we'd put it in and it'd be like in Sweden or something.
Nice.
But they changed mine to a parent one.
Parent one.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm going to watch Phineas and Ferb in Spanish so I can practice my Spanish. And I'm trying to find it, and I'm like, is Phineas and Ferb no longer on Disney Plus? And, I'm Googling it, and someone's like, you're probably using a parent account. And sure enough, when I go into the settings, it was like, the parent account was on. So on my account, I had to add a lock that when you click on my account, you have to put in a password to get into anything for it.
There you go. That's a smart way to do it. But no,
But if it was any other network, I'd be like,
Yeah, I don't really. It's
weird
Disney.
plot line, but I'm into Blue Exorcist. When I was in high school, it was like, that's a fun idea. It's like, the sons of Satan decide to become exorcists.
Yeah.
That's the biggest F you, Dad.
Yeah, of course, but that follows like the aftermath of having kids with the devil. This is gonna be a rom-com. A
rom-com?
It's gonna be like a rom-com about Pauline and the devil struggling to pay rent.
Is it gonna be like Phil of the Future or something? Is it supposed to be serious? I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if they both are falling in love with each other, I imagine like rom-com-esque. I imagine Pauline gets looked at by another dude and the devil lights him on fire or something. Lucas.
Laugh track.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a weird little rom-com kind of thing. But I don't know. I feel like
honey, let's go to church. But you know I can't go into a church.
God.
He's like, why? Why do you think? Laugh track.
Yeah, like
Sounds
friends.
so terrible.
Imagine them having a game night with neighbors and friends. Is it gonna be like a superhero show where Lucas has to keep his identity a secret?
I have no
being the
idea.
devil?
Have you seen stuff with the new Superman show though?
No.
Okay, if we talk about that after we get off
The
of this.
anime, the new animated
the anime
one.
looking
the
one.
Anime, yeah, the very anime one. I've seen a lot of fan art of Lois Lane, because some people actually like her new design.
I like her new design.
I think it's cool. I think it's interesting. She's very.
I'll tell you my thoughts when we get there
Okay,
when we're done
yeah.
with Pauline. But
Well, I mean, what else is there to say about
yeah,
Pauline? I'm not interested.
I'm not
in it.
interested. I just know a lot of my mom, a couple of friends like, oh, I deleted my Disney Plus.
Because of Pauline?
Or Pauline, and I guess because they found out that Disney had the rights to Sound of Freedom for years and refused to release it.
Oh, gotcha. That
And
makes sense.
like a bunch of companies refused to release it, and it's conspiracy and
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies around
whatnot.
Sounds of Freedom right now. That one, I don't know. That's kind of a weird thing that's going on. I want to say it's like clout and stuff because I see people talking about how like a movie theater refuses to show the movie and stuff, and then if you go into the comments, there's people that are like, yeah, no, I went to a movie theater and watched it.
But there's theaters all around. I mean, our local theater, there's some movies they don't play.
Yeah, of course, but it's also a smaller theater. They don't have as much space.
But no, because we're in a Mormon type community, and anything like Insidious and stuff never would come to our theaters. We'd have to drive down to the next town.
You calling Dragon Ball Super Insidious, or Battle of the Gods Insidious?
No?
Okay, because that's one of the movies they didn't show at our movie theater.
Yeah, but they don't. I feel like there's specific things there because I feel like only specific theaters.
It's a documentary about kidnapped children. Like,
Well, no, we're talking about Dragon Ball, not Sound of Freedom.
Oh, yeah, Sounds of Freedom. Yeah,
I was saying when it comes to stuff like anime and stuff, because
the youth.
what was called the Frieza one wasn't up there when we lived up in. It was only in.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't know. The movie theaters get money for movies. Like, movie theaters get paid to show certain movies, so it could be a lot of things. It could be distributors. Could be something on the distributors' part where they're just like, I don't think a lot of people in this area are gonna watch this movie, so we're not even gonna send it there.
I mean, that sounds like a dumb excuse because there's lots of movies that I've gone and it's like, oh yeah, empty freaking theater.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like what movie are you thinking?
I'm trying to think of what movie I went to go watch when I was the only one in the theater.
Fuck. I feel like I should know what it was too.
I don't know what it was.
Okay.
I guess moving on to the Superman stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen stuff for it? Or
I have.
like
I have
clips?
seen stuff of it. I don't know. Comics and like, it's DC, right? DC's always kind of been really good with their animated shows and stuff. But I think it's just kind of like a shot in the dark where they're like, this could do well.
I mean, me and Travis enjoyed the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, they rip off a ton of anime.
Yeah.
Like, they ripped off Invincible.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if every episode's gonna be that way.
How did they rip off Invincible?
Well, because they had like
spoilers for the
when Clark finds out he's an alien. He's like, "What am I, Mom?" The Superman title pops up.
Gotcha.
It's like, you've seen Invincible, haven't you?
No, I have not.
You have not.
I have not, but I know about it.
When like each intro is like they're about to say Invincible, but then they throw a thing.
No, I did not know that. That's an interesting way to do it. But yeah, so they ripped that off.
They ripped off Hero Academia.
They ripped off Hero Academia.
Yeah. When Deku destroys the first big robot.
Oh.
They literally did that. Superman's wearing like a jogger suit and does like the exact same punch, but he's a lot stronger so he doesn't blow his arm.
Yeah. Huh.
But I like it because it's a new take because they put Lois, Superman, and Jimmy all on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
They're all interns.
So they aged down Superman.
Well, no, Superman and Lois are both like young adults, and Jimmy's like 18 or so, possibly.
Oh, okay.
But they're all like interns. They're not like.
Yeah.
Usually it's
reporters.
Jimmy's the intern, Lois is the veteran news reporter, and Clark's the new guy that's getting into reporting.
Gotcha.
Here, all of them are interns so far.
What do you think the overall story is going to be about? Like, what's going to be the point of the show?
Just fun Superman adventure. I don't know.
Not like apocalypse or anything like that.
Maybe.
Like, they're not going to be like big bad. There's no going to be like conspiracy, like someone's doing something.
Well, I only saw the first two, and I think the second episode, I'm guessing it's a Deathstroke.
I think it maybe.
But he looks like Datara from freaking Naruto, like blonde dude, hair's covered in one side of the eyes by his color scheme. He hasn't put on. I didn't see him. Maybe it is Deathstroke. I don't know.
Huh?
Because he's fighting, and his color scheme of his outfit, I'm like, is that supposed to be Deathstroke?
Superman versus Deathstroke is definitely a weird pick, though.
But they're getting the episode gets into like Amanda Waller, and because they catch a live wire, and Deathstroke's like, who's Superman? Like, he's not with you, and it's like goes in, you see him there, and you see Amanda Waller next to him, and they're talking about Task Force X.
So it's a lot. Just dealing. Okay. Oh no.
They're building up their anime-verse for the Superman.
I don't. I mean, I guess it's a smart choice if they can get people to like actually bite for it. But do you think it's going to be a 1 season, 26 episodes, or 1 season, 12?
I think 1 season, like 9.
1 season, like 9? Not even like. Do you think it would get a second season?
Maybe, yeah.
Huh. Do you want them to do like another?
I haven't seen more than 2 episodes.
Oh yeah,
so.
But do you think you want them to do like another anime-esque series with?
They kind of are
with someone else. Though?
They're doing like a Harley Quinn isekai or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I haven't seen anything for it. I just heard that it's a Harley Quinn isekai.
There was a trailer for it, and that was it. But I'm so done. I am done with fucking. I forgot about that. I think.
They did like a DC heroes ending up in Ruby or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I hate it so much. I hate this planet.
Like, how are you gonna put Batman in a world where every weapon is also a gun?
Oh God, yeah. He just fights with his fists.
Yeah.
Purely his fist, or he gets a weapon that just turns into another weapon. Like a pole that turns into nunchucks.
But it's also got to be a gun. That's what Ruby is.
Isn't Weiss's sword not a gun? I don't really know
Weiss's
Ruby.
sword?
She's got a rapier.
I swear there's some gun element to it, but I could be wrong.
Okay. I swear she doesn't have a gun weapon.
It's because she doesn't understand the show, Quentin.
She's like one of the main characters.
She wants to be the main character.
Okay, I don't know Ruby, so
that's why she don't got it. She wants to be the main character, but she don't understand the show.
Do you think Batman would?
She's the blue love interest in any anime. What if you're a love interest and you pick your color scheme to be blue? You've already lost.
Oh shit! I'm gonna watch a show with that rule in mind now. I'm gonna watch a harem anime.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah, I've never noticed that. Weird.
Well, I think they say like in the Monogatari series, one of them blue color scheme. It's like she's second place.
Fuck, which one's blue colors?
I don't know. I don't know the characters of Monogatari.
What does she look like? Do you know?
No.
Fuck.
Because some characters kind of blend into me.
On Monogatari?
Yeah.
Well, there's two that I would say could kind of blend, but I think they're all pretty very distinct. Are we thinking Ore Monogatari or Monogatari?
I haven't seen Monogatari in general. I
So-
want to get on it, but I'm like, do I watch it in chronological order? Do I watch it in order of release?
Chronological order.
You think so?
Well-
Chronological?
Order of release. Order of release is a little bit better. So you start with Bakemonogatari, then you move on to like Monogatari.
Ready to read a light novel, basically.
Tsunomonogatari. You could get the light novels too. That's also a good choice.
Well, no, with how fast they talk and stuff and how much dialogue.
It just like supplements like rewinding or rewatching episodes. But
Remember
yeah.
that time when me and my ex were watching you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, holy crap, there's so much talking in this.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
getting
a lot.
kind of like overloaded
And
reading.
it's so funny because the episode we watched, they were solving like a locked room mystery.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking invested because I'm like, ooh, like I could figure this out. And it was so much fun. Yeah.
I mean, that's anyone walking in on any anime that you don't. You know, that was me when not knowing what's going on when, you know, I'd just put on a random episode of One Piece.
Yeah.
When like, after years of not watching it, being like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I don't even see, like, Luffy or the crew. Like, what's going on?
Just full filler.
No, it wasn't filler. It was the Paramount War.
Oh, I don't even know. But yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I'll give you my Crunchyroll because now they're putting out the dubbed episodes.
Oh, sweet.
You can catch up on One Piece.
I don't know why. I just love the dub.
Well, I guess last topic we'll talk about the One Piece live action. You excited for it? You got hopes?
I do not have hopes, but I am excited for it.
So you got your wish.
What's my wish?
We're going to see another version of the Nami scene
Oh yeah.
because
we are.
Arlong's in it, and I think
Yeah.
I saw her on the clip of her on the ground with the straw hat.
Oh hell yeah! We're gonna. Ooh, I'm so excited. So excited to have this horrible creation be birthed into the world.
It might be good.
How?
I don't know how.
So like, the CG.
They say Oda made them reshoot.
Oh no. Do you think like they had like a product and they showed him and he kind of looked at it and went, "Oh God, what have I done?"
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, I imagine if there's a sort of pride to it of like, yes, my show is getting a live action, but his creation, One Piece, is so out there that it's kind of hard
Well, yeah. I
to
mean,
do a live action of.
you got humans that have weird.
There's not even like a location you could necessarily shoot at. You know, you can't Lord of the Rings it and fly to New Zealand and shoot a show.
I know they just do green screen now for
It's-
movies.
yeah.
I miss Lord of
But
the Rings times.
One Piece kind of fucking needs green screen. Too.
Yeah.
Cause like imagine the Sunny. Like
Well, I
you
think
could
that's why
have-
the first season, there's not too many crazy islands.
Yeah.
Usopp Syrup Village is very basic island.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even Nami's village
Yeah,
is very
it's like
basic.
A coastal island thing. I kind of wish they would do it Pirates of the Caribbean style though. With
I
like,
kind of get that vibe when I saw fucking Arlong.
what do you mean?
Have you seen the pictures of how Arlong looks?
Is it pure CG on him?
No, it's makeup.
Oh, okay. But I'm thinking like.
But you haven't seen the pictures?
No, I have not. But the boat scenes, because we've got to get Luffy from his island, to another island. So for like the boat scenes, I wish they would Pirates of the Caribbean it, where they build an actual boat, and they kind of actually have the characters on the boat acting on an actual ocean, just kind of like, I don't know, anchored or something. I think that would do so well for some of those shots. I see what you mean. I hate that. Do you see that related picture? with the red arrow.
Yeah.
Arlong? Question mark? Like, yes, it's Arlong. He has the sawtooth nose. It looks good.
Needs to be bigger.
It does.
The nose needs to be bigger.
It needs to be grabbable.
Because I need that scene, because that's one of my favorite moments in Arlong in the fight when he grabs and just.
There's a lot. It's so insane to me. Every time I think about One Piece, I go like, "Oh, I'm behind." Blah blah, all that, right? Parts, people, characters. But when I start talking about One Piece to someone, and we always somehow One Piece conversations are always like towards the beginning.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fucking islands, one of my favorite parts of the show entirely is Arlong's Island.
Well, that's I'd say the first big arc, because that's when you have the crew that he's assembled all working in tandem together.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'd say Alabasta's the next giant arc after that.
Okay, so with, yeah. And this is a TV show, right?
TV show, yeah. And it looks like it's going to end just as they get into the Grand Line.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, when I think about it, like, as a TV show, it kind of has a better chance than other live actions, because they mostly do movies.
Yeah, well, if each one's an hour long, I can imagine maybe Arlong's part might be like 3 episodes, but I feel like the thing with Zoro, the thing with Sanji and Usopp can be knocked out in one episode.
Yep, exactly. You know what I
do
now?
think things are going to have to be tweaked, because I feel like maybe even Chopper's story, if they get that far.
Seeing live action Chopper would be a nightmare.
They might. No, who knows?
It's going to look like Bambi.
I'd say, I felt I was going to say more like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Or Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, I guess would you prefer it to look more realistic, or something like Sonic the Hedgehog where it looks very
True.
like Chopper, but just with like human elements like fur,
individual fur and stuff? Yeah, I would like the looks like Chopper but more realistic. Just like
you'd like it more realistic or more like how Sonic was?
More like Sonic, sorry. Yeah. Just because I don't know if
we don't want a repeat of the Sonic fiasco.
Yeah.
They're going to see Chopper's next design for next season, and they're going to be like,
no,
we're bullying you into changing this.
Why is he wearing gloves? Give him his hooves. He's going to have hooves.
Why does he have ankles?
Why does he have ankles? He's supposed to look cute. That's like his whole thing is he's cute, right? So if it was like super realistic and he was just like a walking, talking deer that knew a lot about medicine, it would be like Guillermo del Toro-esque. But you know what I need? Now that we have a live action TV show of One Piece,
what?
I need a live action TV show of Gintama making fun of the
There is a live action movie.
I've seen it.
I've heard it was funny.
It's good. It's really good. They've got their own jokes in there.
Yeah, the anime man said that he watched it. Like, why would you put yourself? He's like, dude, it was funny. I've never laughed so much at a live action anime.
There's a part,
out of like genuine enjoyment.
I forget what the fuck was going on, but there's a part where Okita is in a full ass beetle costume. And
who's Okita again?
It's the Psycho.
The Psycho
Shinsengumi member.
Psycho Shinsen.
He's the second command.
The
sadist, the bazooka.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking of the Benzakura people.
Yeah. The weird thing is, it is of that arc.
That's what I heard, that it does the Benzakura arc.
The whole first part of it is kind of like building up to it. And they hit all the story beats, but they have their own jokes in there. There's like a part where like they're trying to catch a beetle or something, because it's made of pure gold. And Okita decides to dress up like the beetle, and then someone tries to catch him. But the great thing about that, and the One Piece live action could take a lot from this, is that the characters are just like the characters in the anime.
True, but I mean, for something like One Piece, I feel like they might have to tweak scenes, because anime doesn't go right to live action, I can't imagine the Nami scene and a live action person, like, after putting the hat, being like, of course I will, sounding cool and epic as it does as watching it animated.
Yeah.
Compared to like a live action.
I get that, but I don't like the whole Gintama thing. The characters were true to form, like, as much as possible. And like even some of like the more anime moments.
The Shinpachi's actor talk fast.
Yeah, he did. He's annoying, which is like his whole goal. I kind of didn't like him as a person. Kagura, her character, did really well. It's insane to me because like they had like that anime level of like getting hit or like something like an explosion happening and it getting them, but just not doing damage was such a good.
That's the thing with Gintama. Some days you're a Looney Tune and some days you're not.
Yeah, some days.
Some is like, yo, this grenade to the face, it did a wacky explosion. My hair is just that, and it's like today I got stabbed with a small knife and I'm freaking bleeding out trying to get to a hospital.
Yeah, God.
I gotta continue Gintama.
I
was actually rewatching clips because my friend Pez, my artist friend Pez, I asked him, like, do you have any Gintama artwork? Because your style, I think, would really work well with the Gintama characters.
Yeah.
And he said no, but he's had requests. Like, he had requests from, like, the voice actors for, like, a commission one time.
Oh.
They kind of, I think he said he regrets not taking it, I forget. But I'm like, you should watch some Gintama, man. So I sent him, like, a couple of funny clips, and then I just went on a rabbit hole run of watching funny clips of Gintama.
Yeah, there's
like the time skip episode.
Fucking time skip episode.
When it's Shinpachi and Hijikata.
Yes. Yeah.
And then like the sister like has the baby and Hijikata's like no, and because it looks like him. It's my baby.
Yeah, there's so many good fucking episodes.
I don't think you've run into the Gender Bender episode, have you?
I have not. I think I was very close to it. I was still in the Star Wars. I'm still in the Star Wars parody with Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, I told you, yeah.
And that one was the only one.
You can skip it.
I know. I know I could skip it. I don't know, it irked me.
Because it has that kind of ending that's like, none of that really mattered.
Well, yeah. Because there's a whole, Star Wars plot to it. It's so interesting. It's interesting.
But I mean, didn't the Android one have a Rocky plot to it, and it actually is canon because the maid stays?
Well, I actually enjoyed that episode. I think the reason I don't like it is because, first off, you're following Shinpachi. Like, you're kind of going through it with Shinpachi. Some of the ongoing jokes for that arc just don't really get me as well, and so the other characters don't act like them. It is kind of weird because there's a whole joke in there where everybody's recognizing Shinpachi as the glasses and not as him, right? And like there's the part with like I don't know, it is so weird to me. I was like, why would this character do that? Because they shouldn't be doing that.
Well, that's an ongoing joke with Shinpachi in general.
Yeah,
I think in the Gender Bender episode, his glasses just turned pink.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna continue watching Gintama. Is it on Crunchyroll?
It is on Crunchyroll.
If you give me your Crunchyroll sign-in, I will binge the fuck out of Gintama.
Yeah. And then you get to revisit older episodes because there's like a moment when you get to it and there's like 20 episodes that they go back and re-air like the same episode.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
It's just the same episode, but the opening is the most current opening.
Uh-huh. And it's just like updated?
Maybe, I forget.
For like modern technology?
Well, I know because I was watching it and it was the one when the Madara's trying to find an apartment and Gintoki's with him and they go into the haunted apartment.
Yeah.
It was that one and I was watching it, was like, this feels super familiar. Like, I've seen this.
That's interesting. Fucking... I was gonna say something, but I forgot now. Oh, fuck. Oh, for a second I thought you were talking about the episodes being like a recap episode. Another recap episode.
No, I don't like recap episodes.
What do you mean? The Gintama...
in anime in general. In anime.
But the Gintama recap episodes are fucking great.
Yeah.
Like the award show one was so fucking good. They did it in like the best way possible. But they also did it for like the same reason One Piece or Naruto has like side arcs is because they're too caught up and they just need to buy time, but they do it in the right way where it's like new content but not new content. Okay, sorry, we got on a very big tangent about Gintama.
Yeah, I think it's a good place to end today.
Right.
Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Have a good rest of your week.